Hi, my name is Salim. I'm presenting to you the React Capstone project. So at Microverse, the Capstone project is the project that we are doing after completion of the technical curriculum, technical modules. So we have HTML and CSS module, Ruby module, Ruby on Rails, JavaScript, React, and Redux. So after completion of each module, we are required to do the capstone project. So here I have finished the React module. So now I did the capstone project for the React module. So and here is my capstone project. I called it Recipe Zone. So this application has different recipes, the different categories. So in the home page here, I displayed all recipes of all categories. So here you see there is beef category, chicken category, dessert category. All the categories are listed here. So for example, I can see in these chicken categories what recipes are in the chicken category. So by clicking the chicken category, it will redirect me to the recipes that belongs to the chicken category. As you can see here, there is so many recipes which are belonging to the chicken category. I'll go back home, then I can see another category, lamb category. As you can see, they are all categories which are in the lamb categories. You can see the dessert, all this one. You may also filter the categories by clicking the filter button here. So I have filtered the beef category. So here is the beef category. I can go to the lamb category. So it will show me the lamb category. I can go to the vegetarian. As you can see, all these are the categories of vegetarian. So here is my about page, and here is my home page. Okay, I can show all the categories. So I will also show you how, after going to the categories, so you can also go to see more details. What is the virtual DOM? The virtual DOM is the copy of the real DOM. So React will make the copy of the real DOM. As we know, the DOM has so many elements. Let's say here, this is my navigation bar here, and here are my element. So if I want to modify this element, the virtual DOM will the previous virtual DOM will be compared with the modified virtual DOM and see the difference. Let's say the original virtual DOM has no any modification, and the current virtual DOM has been modified like this. So it will see that. So as you can see, we have modified the virtual DOM. Then this difference that have been seen from the previous virtual DOM and the current virtual DOM will be going to the real virtual DOM, and then to modify the only part which has been modified. So the rendering will be done to that element that has been modified. This may cause the application to be very speedy. So as you can see here in my application, I use so all my data here of food recipes are coming from the API. and here is the free API that I have used to fetch all data. So this is free API. There is different URLs here. So if you want to check the meal details by ID, this is the URL that I have used. Let's say, see here, these are meal details, chicken and ID. And if you want to see the meal details filtered by category, you see here is the link for the category and the chicken category. So this is the URL I have used. And if you want to list all categories, this is the URL that I have used, all categories. So I use the Redux for state management. As we know, Redux is so helpful for the state management. It has 3 blocks: store, action, and reducer. So let's say when I click to this filter category, it means that I am dispatching the action of filter category here. So my action will go to the store. My action will dispatch this action to the store, and this wet beef will be stored to my state. I mean, it will be stored to my store. So, and if I want to check the state, I'll go also to the store and check this wet beef, and I will be displaying here. As well as when I select for the chicken category, you see I'm dispatching the chicken to the store, and you will be retrieving this chicken data to the store and displaying here. So this is how Redux works. So the Redux works by the store, reducer, and action. So the store, it stores our data. Our data may be an array, maybe an integer, an element, an object. So for example, dispatching the filter, the action filter, it has an array. So when I'm selecting all, it means I'm selecting the first element in my array. So this element all, it will be dispatched to the store and being stored there as a state. And if I want to display the old state, I'll go to the store and fetch and display it. So as you can see, here are my codes, and this is the folder structure. I have component folder, container folder, the Redux folder. So in my component, I have the component, the category filter. So this is the component to create my filter component here. And here is my container folder. It contains the about folder, all category listing, to display all category meals. And here is the home page, the loading. So the loading component, the meal details. So when I want to see the details in details of a meal, the navigation bar, the selected category here, and here is my Redux folder. So we have the action. Let's check for the action. I have 3 actions: set categories, change filter, and select item. So as we know, the action has type and payload. So in example here, when I'm setting the categories, we have type set category and the payload is meals. So it will turn, when I'm setting the category, it will turn the payload of meal. And these action types I imported in my constant folder here. It has all the constant like set categories, change filter, select item, and all the categories here. So I have another file which I'm using it to fetch the API, to do the API calls. Also here it's my reducer folder. I have all category reducer, filter reducer, and select reducer. Select reducer when I'm selecting the item. Let's say here are all categories, so I want to select a certain category. Let's say I want to select the starter category. You see the starter category here. I have selected the starter category. It means it will dispatch the action fetch by category here. The action select item. So here I have selected the item and call this function to call the API and storing the response.data. By dispatching, it will be stored to my store here. You see. So select reducer. It has initial state which has one object that contain array of meals. So I'll pass the state to initial state, type, and the payload. I have destructured the action to type and payload, and use switch case that take type. If the type is select item, I'll copy the state first and copy the payload. So I'm copying the state because we are not mutating the state, because the Redux uses pure functional programming, so we are not mutating the state. That's why we use speed operator here to copy the state and the payload. So these are my code. For more details, you will see my GitHub repository here. This one, GitHub repository, it is called the catalog of recipes. It has all the details of my project.